Mechanically separated chicken. Sagittarius, I saw a meat grinder or a grinder of some sort when I picked up the energy behind your cards. And I also saw a chicken and pork. And then another thing. But these are the things that kind of got me thinking. We're talking about nutrition and what goes into the process by which our meats are made, because we're looking at the Eight of Pentacles. That's the specific details on how something is done. So what does happen in the meat packing industry? This could be something that you're looking at or thinking about this week for whatever reason it's coming up. Now, the Eight of Swords is really what you don't know, what you don't see. Maybe you're watching a documentary and finding out about the things that you don't normally see, what goes on behind the scenes for these manufacturing plants, for how they process chicken and pork. And now the last thing that I picked up on was actually the image of Sagittarius itself. It was the image of your sign, the centaur, with a bow and arrow, which is has to do with idealism. So you guys are the sign for idealism. Even if you can't, actually meet the idealism that you put forward, you're still the sign of idealism, because Sagittarius is kind of like shooting for the stars, maybe even shooting too far. Zeus, it's Zeus. Zeus promises more than he can deliver typically. He promised his wife that he wouldn't sleep with other women, and he slept with basically like everyone in the mythical world. But anyway, so idealism. So I think you guys are just taking a more idealistic, maybe a holistic approach to food, to what you're buying, to how that food was processed, maybe even specific to meats itself. On the bottom, we have Four of Swords. So for peace of mind, because maybe you want peace of mind to know that the animal was treated right. Maybe you want peace of mind to know that you're not putting something into your body where there's like antibiotics and there's like, if a creature led a bad life, chances are you're also taking some of that negative energy into your body. So that's the Empress with the Four of Swords. And then the Eight of Cups here is not even being not contributing to something that you don't want to be part of. Not even, it's like, you don't even, normally the Eight of Cups is you leave something behind. Reversed, I see it as you never joined it in the first place. You do not contribute to things that don't meet your idealistic standard, okay? This is good. I think this is kind of a really good thing. I definitely abide by that. So in any case, let's pull Oracle cards, see if we can find out more. Anything else here for Sagittarius? Tell me more about this mechanically separated chicken, these processed meat products, and this meat grinder, whatever. Tell me more about this reading. Okay, got a card here. The number 7. The number 7 is a number for what is being built, what is being accumulated, actually. What is being accumulated? On the bottom, Scorpio. Are you accumulating toxins into your body? Poison, right? Scorpions carry poison. Are you putting poison into your body by buying, meat with antibiotics in it? Meat that has been treated in like these negative ways. Maybe it's just like a processing thing, or it's actually what they're feeding like hormones. They're feeding the ambulance, antibiotics, hormones, all that stuff. But let's see what else. Okay, we got the nut and then Uranus. The nut is the feed, right? The nut. What are these things eating? What is being fed to the animals before they get to the grinder and the packaging plant, and before they get to your house, the grocery store, your house, and the plate? These are things that you are actually learning about with Uranus. Uranus is the sign for like a light bulb. So you're learning things you didn't know about regarding the processing industry, or maybe you will this week coming up. All right, let's pull some advice and see if there's any advice for you guys. I think you guys are already doing what you should be doing. I think that this is just a really good thing to be doing. Like, be aware. Being aware of what you're putting into your body, being aware of how those animals were treated. These are all good things, but let's see if we get any advice. Any advice here for Sagittarius? Any advice? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. The Devil. Interesting. The Devil with the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers. So you guys are eating some bad shit. You guys do have some culprits in your diet. So maybe you do need to look at what's in your fridge right now, because some of that stuff is bad. Some of that stuff you will have to switch over. Two of Pentacles is exchange one thing for another. Whether that means you literally go and exchange it at the store, or the next time that you buy it, you choose something else. The Lovers. The Lovers is you sign on for, I'm not going to go with this brand. I'm going to be a loyal customer, right? The Lovers is like signing on to something for I would say semi-permanently. I'm going to be a loyal customer of this other brand because this brand has like they feed you know, has the devil energy. They're feeding corrupted material to the animal. The meat's corrupted. There's something corrupted about it. Let's see what we got out of the Oracle cards for advice, and then we will close out your reading. Any last advice here for Sagittarius? Any last advice? Okay, there we go. Interesting. We got two groups of cards. One came out to the left and reversed, and then the other one came out to the right side up. So first two cards, we've got the Torch reversed and Honey reversed. That's, again, we're talking about honey, food, right? We are talking about the things that you eat, nutrition, things that you're putting into your body. But it could even be drinks like juice or whatever. It doesn't have to be necessarily food, but it's definitely stuff that you're putting into your body, and your perception is changing. The more you find out the Torch, the more you actually are like, oh, gross. You know, oh, that's gross how they do that. Honey reversed is it's not sweet, it's sour. And the Torch reversed is I didn't want to know that. I wish I had put out the Torch so I didn't have to see what the Torch lit. And okay, looking at the next two cards, it's nagging at you. So the Manticore, it's like something you can't forget. You've seen it, you can't unsee it, and you're like, shit, I have to change what I'm doing, what I'm buying. I have to actually pay attention to these things because it is nagging at you. You can't help it. And so I think that means you're going to follow through with that. You're going to follow through. You're going to act based on this nagging feeling, like you're like this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, and you're going to act on it from now on. That's the vibe. Okay, well, this is advice though. So the advice is to do that, to let yourself be grossed out, and to let that be a motivating factor to really change what you're buying. I mean, you should be grossed out, and you should act based. If you are grossed out, you probably shouldn't be eating what you're grossed out by. Okay, on the bottom we do a Sagittarius again. That idealism, not just Sagittarius, but with the arrow on target right underneath it. The bow and arrow, and then the target. That's basically just confirmation that what I'm saying is accurate for the person that needs to hear. And again, it's just your Sagittarius, right? So there we go. All right, I think that's going to be it, Sagittarius. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for being here. If you want to see more of these readings, including a special reading that I'm doing today and posting, which will be a Valentine's Day love reading on Patreon, check that out. That stuff will be below. Links will be below. With that, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good weekend. Have a good Valentine's.